Good morning, I'm meteorologist Michael White in the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Center. This is your weather webcast on fox10tv.com for Thursday. You look at the radar before 4:30 in the morning and you can see there are several dry spots. A few spots are dealing with rain, and shower coverage is supposed to intensify later this morning based on some of the high-res model guidance. That is one thing we'll be watching carefully. We have seen a few of these throughout the night. Severe thunderstorm warnings, but a lot of these have been relocated to the northern counties in our area, and you got one of these right around Conecuh County, including Evergreen, Castleberry, Repton, and that basically pulled its way out of Huxford, which is in the northwest corner of Escambia County, Alabama, and is continuing to track toward the north and east, producing hail across State Highway 41 as well as US 84, and the storm is working its way north and east at about 45 miles an hour, but is weakening. Lightning, a tremendous threat with these storms, as is massive amounts of hail, heavy rain, gusty winds. There is going to be the risk of tornadoes today. That risk is not overwhelming, but gusty straight line winds can certainly cause havoc, knocking down trees and power lines. You can see on the 12-hour loop where that big round of storms blew through last night, tracking its way to the south and to the east, and now we are dealing with only scattered intermittent rain around most sections of the Gulf Coast, but that coverage is expected to increase later today, and that's going to be the first round. Second round comes this afternoon with the cluster of storms sitting north of Interstate 20. That is going to work its way southward in the afternoon. And then hopefully we should have a nice lull in activity from tonight all the way through the first part of your Friday. Severe weather risk zone, we're back in the standard risk, a level 2 out of 5, with the main threats being hail and gusty winds. A tornado cannot be ruled out, but the lightning, the straight line winds, and the hail, that is still going to be the primary threat with any storms that show up this morning or this afternoon. So as we go through the weather headlines for your Thursday morning, storms around this morning, then this afternoon, windy with a second round of storms possible, and then over the weekend, more periodic off and on storms. We go through the Fox 10 Futurecast, and with that, you'll notice that we are expecting the shower and storm coverage to intensify. This is 7 o'clock this morning, and all these storms can pack a punch. They will track southward off the coast. That's mid-morning, 10 o'clock. You can see more spots go dry. That first round of storms moves offshore, and then here comes round number 2 after lunch. That blows in across the US 84 corridor, sinks southward, and just like the storms yesterday, it wants to put a lot of them over into parts of the Panhandle, northern Baldwin County, locations east of I-65, but a lot of the storms are going to sink southward, and then they should cover the I-10 corridor by around 7 o'clock tonight, and then move offshore by 10, and then thankfully, overnight tonight into your Friday morning, we should be pretty much rain-free with no severe weather issues. Here's how the next 7 days stack up. Highs will be in the low 90s every afternoon. That will continue. Mornings will be in the mid-70s. That will continue. And we will also continue to dealing with off and on storms, but hopefully severe weather potential will be lower. Notice the rain and storm coverage will be 40% for Father's Day, Sunday, and Monday, and then dropping down into the 20 to 30% range by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So there will be fewer opportunities for rain and storms next week compared to this week. We'll keep you updated on your forecast throughout the day on the Fox 10 weather app, fox10tv.com, and all of our social media channels. Have yourself a terrific Thursday.